Hello, my name is Artika Ashdir. I am from India and I work with International Transport Workers Federation. My job in the ITF is to support union building projects. These are projects focused on organizing and building strong unions, and they are funded by our partners in the global north. I am quite excited to be working in the ITF. It has been 9 years. And before that, I was working in another global union federation called the IUF, which is International Union for Food Workers, where I focused on organizing research on workers who are working in the food industry. So collectively, I have been working with trade unions for the last 13 years. I started working with unions when I was fresh out of college in 2012. And since then, I have made it my mission in life to be a trade union activist and to support the growth and sustainability of trade unions that fight for workers' rights. I started working in the ITF in 2016, where there was an opportunity to apply for a job as a DHL organizer in India. I applied for that job, went through a round of interviews, and that's how I got a job in the ITF as an organizer. Since then, I have focused, my work has expanded from organizing warehouse workers in India. Then I started working in Sri Lanka. Then I started working on organizing young workers and training young workers in Asia Pacific. And after that, I started working with airport workers. Along with now, I'm working with a lot of other transport workers like metro, railway, aviation, seafarers. So I've been working with transport workers in different sectors, and my focus has been to develop good, strong unions that are organizing and they're building their capacity. Unions are quite masculine space. It is a men's world after all. And when I first started working in the unions, I did not see a lot of women. I remember the first job that I had when I started working with unions was to translate from English to Hindi to a big group of older men who were working in the food industry. And I remember the whole day when I was translating from English to Hindi, it was very challenging and difficult, but I think it helped me let go of the fear that I can stand up in front of a group of men and speak to them and at them. Since then, whenever I got a chance to meet with unions and go in meetings and spaces, I tried my best to speak for a little while, even if it was 5 to 10 minutes. And I think that was one of my biggest fears, to have the space where I can go and talk and people would listen, because nobody listens to a young girl who is just running around in a meeting trying to get things sorted out. So for me, that was one of my biggest challenge. But I think slowly and surely I kept going into meetings. I tried to occupy as much space, and also I got a lot of support from my leadership, who gave me that space. And I think that is also quite important, that in terms of we need to tackle our internal fears, but we also need to ask for support, and hopefully we get the right people who can mentor us and support us. Women are an integral part of our workplace. They sometimes form 90% of our workplace, sometimes they form 30% of our workplace, but they are present in our workplace. It is extremely important for unions to organize women into the unions and try and understand what are the issues that they are facing and make sure that the unions get stronger. The only way unions become stronger is when their membership base is broadened across both men and women. If it is only focused on men, That means the union is ignoring at least 50% of the membership or the workers, and that way union becomes weaker. That's why it is extremely important for unions to organize women, create space, safe spaces for women so that they can come and get more involved. I think women face an extraordinary social burden in our society where they have to do their 8-hour, 9-hour shift and they have to go home, cook dinner, take care of their children, take care of the house. So all the time they are working. The only time when they are resting is when they are sleeping. Unions need to understand that this is a key demographic that they need to tap into and that they need to organize. And that's why they need to create a space where women can feel comfortable and come to meetings. I know that FSPBI organized a women's only meeting in August, and it was a safe space for women, and that was such a beautiful place where women could come and talk and listen to each other. And I'm certain that that space allowed more women to come and join FSPBI. So just creating safe spaces for women, dedicated spaces for women can go a long way to strengthening a union. FSPBI represents airport workers in Indonesia. It started in 2018 when the discussions around making sure that all airport workers in Indonesia should come together so that they can fight the fragmentation of airport workers that is done by the management and the airport authorities and the government. The antidote or the answer was to build an industrial union. That's how FSPBI came into existence. It got registered in 2019, and since then FSPBI has worked extremely hard in organizing airport workers across the airport, whether you are pilots, whether you are cabin crew, whether you are ground staff, whether you are a porter, whether you are ticketing staff, whether you are cabin crew in seasonal flights or Hajj flights, whether you are baggage claim workers. FSPBI has spread their game all across the airport, and not only in Jakarta airport, but they are organizing across all the different airports in Indonesia. The key idea and the vision of FSPBI is to represent airport workers nationally so that all the issues that airport workers are facing on their ground and in their workplaces can be represented well. Women form a big part of the airport workers, and that's why it is extremely important for women also to participate and reach out to FSPBI, because I can guarantee you that FSPBI is a safe space. FSPBI is the most democratic union that we have in the region. It has a team that comprises of young workers that is representative of the membership. They are ex-airport workers, so they understand the issues that airport workers face on a daily basis, and they are creative, and the whole idea is to be inclusive and to form a collective rather than fight individual fights. I do believe that FSPBI, with the leadership of Sister Jackie and Brother Anga and its extremely talented team, can be a really strong union moving forward. It is not easy to organize airport workers who are working in extremely hard, precarious conditions. They are often paid on a daily wages, and that is not acceptable. And FSPBI is the voice for airport workers in Indonesia. Not only is it organizing airport workers locally, but it is also representing airport workers in front of the airport authority, in front of the government, and it has become a single largest voice for airport workers and aviation workers, building power across Indonesia. The example of FSPBI is something which is very important in ITF as well. The model of FSPBI is being replicated in other countries in Asia Pacific. A similar kind of organizing model is now being developed in Manila, in Philippines, and we are hoping that that can be replicated across the world. FSPBI model is also, FSPBI is also connected with aviation unions across the world, like the London Heathrow Airport Union, Toronto Airport Union, Amsterdam Airport Union. So that ways, as an affiliate of International Transport Workers, FSPBI is connected globally, but also locally, nationally, and it is building to be a holistic, powerful voice of airport workers of Indonesia. ITF is International Transport Workers Federation. It is a global federation that represents small transport unions across the world. FSPBI is again a federation of airport workers unions in Indonesia. So all airport workers unions have come together to form a federation called FSPBI, and FSPBI is affiliated to ITF and is one of the 700 unions that is affiliated to ITF, and that's why ITF is a Global Transport Workers Federation. FSPBI pays membership fees to ITF to become a member, and ITF works very closely with FSPBI to develop its organizing and organizing capacity, and also its institutional and operational capacity, so that FSPBI can be a strong union representing airport workers across Indonesia. In addition, ITF and FSPBI have a close relationship, and through ITF, FSPBI is able to connect with other airport unions globally, like the Toronto Airport Workers Union, London Heathrow Airport Workers Union, Amsterdam Airport Workers Union. This way, FSPBI is able to gather support from aviation unions across the world, and that is being done through its close relationship with ITF. Airports have changed over the years. They have become much more fragmented. There are so many employers, there are so many workers. Every worker is connected with a different employer, and there is no connection of workers with the airport authority. So even if you are an airport worker who might be a porter or in baggage claim, you do not know who the airport authority is. You might not know how to raise your concerns and issues that you are facing at your workplace. You might be working 12 hours a day. You might not get any break. You might not be able to meet your friends. You might not be able to give enough time to your family. You might not be able to earn enough so that you are able to send your children to school. It is so important in a time when everybody is trying to fragment us, is trying to tell us that you are only one single person and you do not have any power. At this time, it is extremely important to come together and fight collectively for your rights at your workplace. The only way that you can do that is to join FSPBI. FSPBI is a federation that represents airport workers across Indonesia. It provides an equal platform to all airport workers, whether you're cabin crew, whether you're catering workers, whether you are porters, ticketing staff, baggage claim, you have a place and a home in FSPBI. FSPBI is affiliated to ITF, that is International Transport Workers Federation. In addition to being a national voice for airport workers, FSPBI is also able to share the voice of airport workers globally through ITF. In an era where everybody is trying to divide us, FSPBI is trying to unite all airport workers together. That's why joining FSPBI will give you the space where you will feel empowered, where you will feel that you are heard, and where you will feel that yes, you can fight and be a part of the solution to the issues that you're facing at your workplace. So let's fight collectively, join FSPBI and make your workplace a safe working place. My hope for FSPBI in the future is that it focuses on organizing, it focuses on building a strong foundation, and it focuses on building a singular voice for all airport workers in Indonesia. My hope for FSPBI is that it becomes such a powerful voice for airport workers in Indonesia that the airport authority and the government listens to airport workers. Your workplaces become more safer because FSPBI has been a part of making your workplace safer. It is able to advocate for the rights of airport workers nationally and globally. FSPBI is able to bring changes in the policy of the government so that workers have a stronger voice and they have more decent work at their workplace. So I hope that FSPBI becomes a strong and a powerful union that represents all airport workers and amplifies its voice nationally and globally. Hidu Buru!